Hello everybody, this is SteroidUnicorn here, and welcome back to another episode of the Runescape building world. And today we are in our monastery that we built last episode. It's very pretty, very nice. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have done today. So I've been having some computer issues, where I had a power outage, and it kind of killed my hard drive, unfortunately. So yeah, that's kind of a problem, and I had to get a new one. So a lot of the stuff that I had, such as recording software and all that, got deleted and lost. So now I have OBS instead of Bandicam, which OBS is quite a bit better, of course. But I have to reconfigure all my settings. So I just tried recording this episode, and I accidentally recorded it in MKV file instead of MP4. So I had to redo it because Sony Vegas actually doesn't support that. So yeah, this is take 2 of that. So let's check out what I've done. If we look over here at White Wolf Mountain, all of this is new. So that wall right there that I'm looking at was there before, and everything over here was not. So this whole mountain here, all those trees, is all new. So for White Wolf Mountain, I basically use the brush tool to kind of, I just use sphere and kind of just like put spheres all around in kind of the shape of the mountain, and then basically go around and kind of just terraform it a little bit to try and, make it not look so, I guess, spherical. Make it not look so spherical. Because it doesn't look too good just to have a bunch of balls, like, basically, around just like that. So yeah, it looks much better now, I'd say. So yeah, we got fence, we got the pathways here. I did them fairly similar to the pathways at Barbarian Village with the gravel and dirt and coarse dirt. And the same here. And then the trees up on the actual mountain have podzol underneath them, which I think looks pretty good because the podzol in this texture pack has sticks in it, which looks good for underneath trees because, trees have sticks and sticks fall. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I put some paths around the actual mountain like this. In the game of RuneScape, there is no paths like that. But there is in this, because I try, once again, to not let people have to jump. So any ups and downs like this on the mountain path, I put different layers of snow. As you know, you can do that, so that you can kind of walk up them like slabs. And then, yeah, so there's also some, just for extra, texture and stuff, I put in packed ice in these areas here, just there and there, so that it kind of looks like the core of the mountain is packed ice, and then there's snow on top of it. And then we head over this way. That's about it for the mountain. Not really too interesting, just it's a mountain. It's nothing too special. But yeah, so we have the Black Knights fortress here, which looks basically like the one in RuneScape, but I didn't do the inside because, yeah, I didn't do the inside because I can't actually get in there in the game of RuneScape, unfortunately. So you can see the inside is not completely finished, but yeah. So basically, yeah, that's what it looks like there. I'd say it looks pretty similar to the actual one. And then for the trees, these ones are obviously my custom trees, and then these ones I decided to use saplings and grow them for the spruce trees, because I tried making custom trees, and they're pretty difficult to make, honestly, for the pine trees. So these look pretty much like pine trees, I'd say, or spruce trees rather, which they are in this game, spruce trees. But yeah, they look like the ones in RuneScape, so that works. I kind of put those all around there. And then there's this other building here. I don't know exactly what this is. I think it's like a dwarven or gnome area. Basically, just got a little parrot here. Hee I figured since there's a bird in RuneScape there, I may as well just put in an actual bird because we now have those in this game. There's this little bucket with a rope on it that's supposed to go down into a mine here, which of course the mine isn't there yet, but I'm going to put that in later. There's a little cannon here it's kind of like a turret actually, like it's supposed to go back and forth. I was thinking of doing that with command blocks and kind of making it go back and forth like that. But I figured that was too much work just for this. It kind of works just to sit there. I don't need to actually go through all that. But yeah, so that's basically it for that. The mountain, I think, overall looks pretty good. Kind of fits. Kind of fits. But yeah, so then all these trees down here were also grown from saplings. And then it kind of encircles, like there's a bit of a kind of a grove here, I guess, like kind of circles around this area. And there's a rune crafting area. I believe this is the body rune area, so you can craft body runes here. And you can see that there is little particles from the enchantment tables. I got a little command block, as you can see down in there. Unfortunately, you can see it. I didn't realize that when I put it down, but now I realize you can see it. But that's okay, because most people aren't actually going to see that from this angle. And then I've basically been trying to mess around with some command blocks to try and get it. So basically with these blocks over here, I want it so that when you mine an ore, it'll mine and then it'll come back in 45 seconds. Not each ore, but coal ore specifically. That is the timing on it in the actual game of RuneScape. So I want it to be 45 seconds that it'll come back. So if I mine this, I'll have to wait 45 seconds and then I can mine it again. So I basically got some commands here. I'll try and briefly explain. I'll also hit done so they'll show up in the chat. So if you want to pause the video and see that. So I've got test for block at +7 on the y-axis, air. So up here, so basically it's stone, you mine it, it's air now. So that would succeed, obviously. And then it tests for an area of effect cloud, which it's supposed to spawn an area effect cloud here, but if there is no area of effect cloud, then it will test to see if that is not true. So if this finds no area of effect cloud here, then it will go on to the next command block, which will summon an area of effect cloud in that area for 45 seconds. And yeah, you can see duration 45. And then it will check once again to see if there's an area of effect cloud up here in that command block. And if there isn't an area of effect cloud there, it will put stone there. So yeah, basically once the area of effect cloud runs out, it will put a stone block back there. That's in theory what it's supposed to do, but it's not actually doing that. So I'm just going to go through these again real quick, just to kind of give you guys what it's doing. So you can see there, let's see, test for air. So this one down is all of them. That one down. So yeah, if you guys can help me with that, that'd be really helpful because I can't actually figure it out myself. I've been trying for honestly hours. I tried all day yesterday trying to figure that out. So yeah, once I finished that area, I kind of moved on to the pathway here that leads over to Falador, which has a wall and kind of a valley. It's not really a valley, it's kind of the land lowers. But the issue with that was I didn't want to keep it at that level all through the RuneScape world because that would kind of clash over here with the farmhouse and all that. And also be a ton of extra work. So I kind of made it go down and then kind of stepped it up like that just gradually. So it's not something you really notice. Like it's kind of, it just looks like a bit of an increase in the grade of the ground. But yeah, so the path over there leads down this way to this kind of circle area here, with a sign that leads or shows which way each thing is. So north to Falador, west to Varrock, and east to Taverley, which of course isn't there, but it's going to be in that direction. So yeah, basically, also I noticed when I was making these, I hadn't actually made any directional, like north, east, southwest signs yet in this world. So when I made that, I noticed that it's not actually equal width in RuneScape. So this way I think is like east or something like that, east to Falador, and each direction is different respectively. So yeah, I realized that, but that's not a huge deal, honestly, because Minecraft is all squares, and I don't think going north when it's actually south is a huge deal. But yeah. So we got a little statue and some benches, and then we go towards Falador, which I'm using the light gray concrete for the paths here, because Falador is kind of a lighter area with some. Also, I'm using some carpet here with some fences, so we can just kind of walk up and down here easily, so you don't have to jump. And yeah, so beyond that, I basically just built the wall. Not the full wall, I've built about half of it. It goes over that way for a bit and around. But yeah, so this is going to be a very large project. So next episode is definitely going to be on Falador and building Falador for a while. So I'll probably build most of Falador and then start next episode, maybe finish it before the end of next episode. These are far and few between episodes, as you guys can probably tell by how much building this takes. But I like this scenery, actually. Looking at it from here, having the mountain there, and then the little bit of a gradient change there. I like that. It looks pretty nice. But yeah, so yeah, that's about it, I think. The castle for Falador is going to be a very large project. It's kind of, it's not like massive. I think it's in like in-house. Okay, how do I explain this? In the span of it, so like it's not as wide or long as the Varrock castle, but it is much taller. I think that is how. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting because that'll be a very cool sight to see if I can build that properly, having just a really large kind of tower castle. But yeah, so I'm excited to do that, but of course that's not going to happen this episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and do all the other awesome things you guys do. And I will see you in the next video.